Hello everyone, I am your German snob and I welcome you all back to another episode of Let's Play Deus Ex Human Revolution. Last time we defeated the first boss in this game, so that was pretty great. Most definitely. So this time we can leave this area and perhaps get back to dystopian future Detroit. At least I very much hope that we can get back there for I still have some unfinished side quests there. And I'm fairly positive that finishing would only entail, like, talking to one person or something like that. So I definitely want to do this before we enter the next really big area. But if I recall correctly, we will be able to do so. Also, here an elevator is used quite blatantly to mask a loading zone. But that doesn't matter anymore. Yep, here we are. Just gonna get right into that helicopter there. Just gonna look around here, but yeah, this is where we came in. I think it's quite a bit unrealistic that we get out just in the place that we came in from, but well, I guess sometimes convenience is more important than realism.
You ready to get out of here, Jensen?
Ready as hell.
Yeah, take us back to Sarif Industries.
None too soon
Sorry,
if you
I have
ask
something
me.
stuck in my throat.
Strap in and hold on.
Alright, yeah. We do get back to the company's headquarters.
Jensen, I need to speak with you. Meet me in your office right away.
I'd love to, Francis, but I have to debrief Sarif first.
I suppose you could, or you could hear what I have to say and see if that doesn't change things. Pritchard out.
Well, to be perfectly honest, first I would have preferred to hit the city. But yeah, sure, let's hear Pritchard out first. Sounded like it was something important.
We need everyone on high alert. It's not only the pro-Augs who might want to get at Taggart, but the ones against them too.
You're saying that pro-human activists might see this visit as treachery?
I'm just saying anything is possible, so keep your eyes out for suspicious characters.
Right.
No one relaxes until Taggart and his entourage are out of the building.
Oh, Taggart is here. The great anti-augmentation
Hidden in Highland Park?
activist.
Gotta be kidding me. That's what Will was saying.
It'll sure be interesting to meet him.
You know, he
But
listens to that
first
conspiracy
we are going
radio
to talk to
DJ
Pritchard.
all the time.
And then I hope I get an opportunity to leave this building. Talk to some people I have yet to talk to. That's the elevator. No, don't want to get in there. Wanna enter here. Hey there.
What do you want?
As much as I hate to admit it, I need your help. That signal you shut down in DRB territory. It's been active for almost a year.
You're telling me someone outside this company has had access to our network since before the first attack?
I've detected intrusions before and shut them down swiftly every time. But whoever designed this particular algorithm is good. Very good.
You've told Sarif?
See, here's the thing. The intrusions were possible because of a backdoor access into our security system that I never even knew existed.
The one Sanders' team used to get inside our plant.
I've worked here for 7 years, Jensen, and this is the first time I've seen that particular access route. David Sarif created it specifically to bypass the firewall. He's hiding something, And I think you should find out what it is.
Why me?
Because, as far as I can tell, Sarif created that access and was streaming a lot of data through it shortly after your ex-girlfriend suggested he hire you.
Well, fine. We will confront Serif about that. But, you know what, just in case. I don't think there's going to be some sort of point of no return anytime soon. But just in case. First thing I want to do is go out and talk to the undercover police lady about that one side quest. Don't think that should be a problem. Look at that, sometimes I remember to cut out loading screens. But only sometimes. Not always. I mean, I guess I could edit them out in post-production. And maybe you might even say I should. But, well, you know, I tend to just kind of forget about these things. Talking about editing things out, she's still like 100 meters away, so I'll be seeing you there. Look at that, we're here. So, did everything you asked?
Did you get everything? We have to get that son of a bitch, Jensen.
Yep, think I have everything.
I think I have everything.
Excellent, Jensen. I knew I could trust you. You identified the shipment completely unnoticed, and my guys got their hands on Double T. Awesome job. What else you got?
That crossbow right there, it was given by me by a very suspicious individual.
Here's the weapon used in the dealer's murder. Hope you can make good use of it.
You bet, big boy. I've got a feeling O'Malley's guy will become a lot more receptive to interrogation once he knows I can pin this murder on him.
Also, picked up some evidence.
I paid a little B&E visit to O'Malley's apartment. I found a stash of illegal drugs. Not much, but enough to get him convicted.
Great work. Found something else?
I managed to hack into his personal account. I think you might want to check any connection O'Malley has with FEMA. There's definitely something going on there.
Good. The more dirt we dig up on that asshole, the better our chances to put him away for good. Got anything else?
No, that about covers it.
So, what do you think was his plan?
I think O'Malley's plan was to start a controlled gang war between the Derelict Row Ballers and the Motor City Bangers. You might want to check into that.
Really? Alright, I'll keep that in mind when I review all the evidence. Well, that's it. You did a great job. Here's the stuff I promised you. We've got more than enough to nail him now, and I want to make a move before that son of a bitch gets wise. But I ain't got no backup, and I doubt he'll go down peacefully. You've already done the bulk of the job. You want to put the finishing touches on yourself?
Oh, hell yeah.
It'll be my pleasure.
Perfect. My contact tells me O'Malley's gone back to his apartment. Go get him. I'll be waiting for you in the alley near the building once you've taken care of that scumbag.
That is lovely.
Get another try.
So let's wrap up that side quest before we proceed with the main quest. So, you know, gonna make another cut here. Be seeing you. Look at that, we're here. Just gonna enter and nail him. Figuratively speaking. So let's hope that this is all gonna go down smoothly. Just gonna put a narcotic dart right into him, yeah, and then make him ready for the cops to pick up. Sure hope there won't be any unexpected surprises. And in case you're wondering, no, I do not actually know if there will be. I have in fact never finished a side quest before. Deal with O'Malley. He will be dealt with. Good night.
Oh.
Now, before we do anything else, I kind of want to see if he has anything on him. I didn't want to do this. In case you wonder what happened, I wanted to put my weapon away and got the grenade button instead. This didn't happen. Please ignore you saw that. See, the thing is, the button to throw a grenade is the G key and the one to holster your weapon is the H key. They are right next to each other, which is why that little mistake happened to me. Could happen to anyone. Well, wasn't my fault. Not by any means. No, sir. Did we already check his PC? Yes, I think we did. Yeah, exactly. Means we can leave again. He didn't have anything on him, which I thought was a bit disappointing, but then nothing I can do about that. Let the cops take care of him. It's their job after all. But yeah, I didn't remember which button to holster the weapon with. Really shouldn't be that difficult, because it's the H button and it would be rather easy to memorize that H is for holster. But that would require much more thought of me than I actually was able to invest into this video game. Where the hell is the exit? You'd think it would be right here where it says exit. And you would be right. Oh, come on, you'd think that that would be too easy. So how about that? 20 meters. Very good. Hello, we are done.
So? What happened?
We are done. He's asleep. You can take him.
He looked a bit tired and it made him grumpy. He's asleep now. All that's left to do is go in there and cuff him.
I've always liked your style, Jensen. I know I've said it a couple of times already, but thanks. You've done a really good thing today. It's been a pleasure working with you again. Just like old times, eh? Good luck with, well, whatever it is your cute ass is working on these days.
Miss Alexander, you're seducing me. Never mind that though. We are done with that, which means that we can put our attention towards the main quest again. So I'll be seeing you at the headquarters. Here we are, right about to enter David Serra's office. Once again looking down on the cityscape of dystopian future Detroit, and hey, I don't think we've met before.
Excuse me.
Mr. Jensen, isn't it?
Sir, you have that charity dinner?
In a moment, Isaias. I was hoping I might run into you, Mr. Jensen. Bill Taggart.
The founder of the Humanity Front. I know who you are.
Yes, I imagine you do. As David Serra's top security man, I imagine you have quite the file on me. But I assure you, Mr. Jensen, I am devastated by recent events.
Really?
I do not support what you and your company are doing to mankind. I believe it's extremely dangerous. But abolishing human enhancement technologies will only be achieved through legal means.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is your first day back since the accident 6 months ago, isn't it?
Sir, we have to go.
What happened to me was no accident.
Ah, my mistake. But it must have been stressful facing down a second incident so soon. I imagine it brought back all kinds of unpleasant memories.
Okay, not gonna lose our cool.
I appreciate your concern, Mr. Taggart, but it was nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm a psychologist, Mr. Jensen. I know when a man is hiding behind words. The flesh may heal, but the mind is not always so resilient. You might want to keep that in mind. Now, if you'll be so kind as to excuse me.
Okay, no. Why did you come here? What are you trying to get from this?
I'm curious about something, Mr. Taggart. What is it you hope to accomplish by coming here tonight?
I would think that would be obvious. Your company has been viciously targeted. The violence and bloodshed that's occurred, it must be stopped. But I'm afraid it won't be until men of wisdom and understanding come to an agreement.
About what?
About the future, Mr. Jensen. This enhancement technology threatens to change the course of human evolution, to redefine what it even means to be human. You think governments can afford to let that go unregulated?
You can't stop progress, Mr. Taggart.
Perhaps not. But neither can we afford to sit by and watch it happen on its own. Not when we have the ability, the collective will, and foresight to influence it.
I see. Thank you for illuminating me.
Anytime.
Well, there he goes, the man of... How was it? The man of foresight and wisdom? Something like that. Hello, sir. Who are you,
You're Taggart's aide, aren't you? Dr. Isaiah Sandoval, isn't it?
No need to play ignorant, Mr. Jensen. I am quite sure you have a file on me that's as thick as the one you have on Mr. Taggart.
You're an outspoken activist in your own right, Dr. Sandoval.
When you have seen the things that I have, you find you have no choice but to stand up and be counted. Frankly, I am surprised an ex-cop like yourself isn't more disturbed by the dangers of this technology.
Augmentations help a lot of people, Doc. Handicapped, war vets.
Yes, but at what cost? My own friend had his life ruined by these so-called enhancements of yours. A man much like you who had no choice but to become augmented. Yet once he was... Too much power can make you do terrible things, Mr. Jensen. I suggest you think long and hard on that.
Okay, I would regret asking for this, but what exactly happened to your friend?
I'd like to hear more about your friend, Dr. Sandoval. What exactly did he do?
Nothing.
Was he injured in the Gulf?
He went on a rampage in a shopping mall, if you must know, hoping to be gunned down by the police, rather than face a lifetime battling augmentation addiction.
He was addicted to augments?
They don't talk about it in those corporate brochures of yours, do they? Neuropathy dependency, rejection psychosis, any number of physical and psychological ills have resulted from this technology, and yet we rarely hear a word about them.
I'm sure the literature is out there.
No thanks to the throng of corporate lawyers attempting to stop it.
Your friend, did he succeed? Did he suicide by cop?
No. Bill Taggart talked him down.
Well then, everything worked out fine, didn't it? Anything here in the toilet? No, I doubt it. Why did I expect anything to be here in the toilet? I don't know. So, let's go in and talk to Seraph. He seems slightly more reasonable than those two. Slightly. Just a bit.
Athena, you've been at this company a long time.
I hope that's not a comment about my age, Adam.
No. But I know nothing gets by you. If Seraph had done something that could compromise us...
Mr. Seraph has only the best interests of this company in mind, Adam.
I'm not questioning that.
Aren't you? I've been here since the beginning. I've seen how he built this up from nothing. He cares for his people. He truly believes what we're doing is important, and he would never do anything to jeopardize it.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, you shouldn't have. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy.
But I'm very happy we had the talk. Let's get in, talk to the man himself. That should prove more fruitful. Mr. Seraph, you have 2 quest markers on you. How do you feel about that?
Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
I what?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Oh, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now, but he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
You streamed an awful lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
Okay, that's one of those conversation mini-games. I think I failed that one the first time I played through this game. But let's see if it's gonna work better today. That sounds reasonable.
I want to, believe me. I want to catch these guys as badly as you do. But that breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
You're right, you're right. I'm sorry if I seem evasive. But there's something you're not getting here, Adam. Business is war, with no clear battleground and no rules to keep our enemies honest. In this company, I'm the commander-in-chief, and I have to be ready for anything, and I will do anything to ensure that I am. Now, I hired you because I needed a general I could trust, one who knows how to obey orders.
No. No reasonable argument starts with, whoa, don't get me wrong, boss. That sounds better.
Adam, are we done
Yeah,
Boss, I think we're getting sidetracked here. If you want me to win this war for you, I need to know how badly we've been compromised. I need to know what was in that data stream, in case our enemies accessed it.
No, Adam. I am not getting sidetracked. Now, I'm trying to give you a message, but apparently you can't take a hint. I'm sorry to have to break this to you, but frankly, there are a lot of things going on in this company that I can't share with you. Things that are above your pay grade. I like to think of us all as a team, but in the end, I decide who gets trusted with what. And this is just one of those times when you'll have to do your job regardless. Megan told me you could handle that when she asked me to hire you. Now prove it to me.
No, not that. That is really the only one that sounds like it could work.
With all due respect, sir, I am trying to do my job. The job you hired me to do. The job you even brought me back in for tonight. But it feels like you're getting in the way. Especially when you start bringing Megan into this.
I wasn't trying to... Look, I don't want us getting upset over this. The data I streamed had nothing to do with Megan or her work. It was just a routine, fact-finding check that sprang from one of our discussions. The kind of check I have to run quite often around here, believe it or not. Now, if somebody backtraces the transmission and gets a look at it, I very much doubt they'll know what to do with it. Trust me, we're fine.
No. Yeah.
Boss, 6 months ago, mercenaries knew stuff about this company that I didn't, and used it to get past my security measures. I don't really care what kind of secrets you and Megan were keeping back then. I just want to make sure they don't endanger us again.
What exactly are you implying, son? That I would endanger my own staff to cover my indiscretions? I've been willing to give you a bit of leeway here, considering everything you've been through these past months, but let's not forget why it is you're even alive. Honestly. Are we done here? Because we still have to discuss our next move.
Well, I suppose that's all we can get out of him.
Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the Typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company, Seraph Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
I think I will do just that. But yeah, that will be done. I'm not sure if there is a way to get anything more out of him in that conversation. There might be, but I think I've done the best I could. So, you know what, let's just wrap it up for today. I'm your German Snob, this is Let's Play Deus Ex Human Revolution, and I'll be seeing you again next time. Until then, have a good time, and ciao!